blessing. So when I run into rejection, I know it's only redirection. I see the blessings right beside me. The chances of quitting are likely. I do it like I'm in my Nikes. Don't make excuses, they never excite me. Boxes, boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted, exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Good morning, Knicks universe. Welcome back to another episode of the Knicks Morning Brew on this Wednesday, January 34th. Like always, I am your guy, Hector, joined by my compañero, my guy, Mr. Celso Porto. All you Knicks fans, wake up and get your coffee. Bro, how you feeling?
I would like to say, and I'm kicking off the episode, this episode is brought to you by the number 8.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, bro. Listen, we're at the point where everybody may not like the count, but if he keeps showing up, that means we are winning games.
He's growing on me. He's growing on me. I'm not gonna lie, he is growing on me. The Knicks, not only did we win last night and notch and make the win streak 8 games in a row, but we secured the 3rd spot in the Eastern Conference, leapfrogging the Philadelphia 76ers. The Knicks are winning. Things are clicking. And if you're a Knicks fan out there, you have to be excited at the possibilities of what can happen this postseason. Go ahead,
I mean, how could you not be hyped? You know, waking up with the 3 seed, 8 in a row. But I want to talk real quick, bro, because, you know, I went to the Hornets game the other night, you know, with the rest of the New York fan base. There was no Hornets up in there, but I had to share this story, and then we need to do a real old call. Because what up, chat? I see all
got a lot of people in the chat.
51 in the building. Oh, hold on, we've got 51 in the building. If you have for the first time tuned in to the Next Morning Brew, make sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button. Blah, 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 blah. Back to the story. So, bro, Fred Katz.
You need to practice that more. That was hard. Go ahead.
Fred Katz and I meet up at halftime, right?
Yes.
And our boy from the chat, Dios, was in the building. And he walked by. He's like, "Yo, what up, bro?" We're like, "Yeah, we're gonna take a picture, whatever." So I go to Frank. Hey, I want to take a picture. Frank thought I said, "Will you take a picture?" So he goes to grab my phone. I'm like, "Fred, you think I'm asking you to take a picture of me with other people? I'm trying to take a picture with you, Fred." Like, that's how nice Fred is. He was like, "I don't care. I'll take a picture."
Shout out to Fred.
Bro, that Hornets game. That Hornets game was fantastic, you know, to be down OG, to be down Julius, to still, and granted, they're a 10-win team, but I mean, embarrassing teams left and right. I don't know about y'all, but I do not want this to end, bro. Like, this is the best feeling watching games. It's like, are we ever going to lose again? I'm saying it. Are we ever going to lose again, Hector? Are we ever going to lose?
Nobody can win every game in the NBA. That's just given. But, you know, you brought up the Charlotte Hornets. They do have only 10 wins on the season, but we didn't have Julius Randle, and we had no OG Anunoby. I just want to take a second real quick. I want to shout out the chat real quick. Let's do a little bit of the roll call before we continue. You brought him up. Shout out to my guy, King Deej, who is in the building. Cloud9 familiar. Let's go get number 9. Salute. 3 capital S's to you, my guy, Deej. Salute. And we got Double A in the building. Double A, my guy. Salute, crew and chat. Blessings to you and yours. Hardwares, Dante most improved candidate, Brunson MVP, and OG defensive player of the year. Double A, I love you, my guy. You hit it right on the head. We'll get to those topics. I'm going to put a star on it right there so I can bring it back up. Shout out to my guy, Corey Lee, who is in the building. Nick fans, 518 is in the building. King Ribby is in the building. My guy, D Nice is in the building. The only troll in the Knicks universe we acknowledge is our brother, Delano Still Jr., DSJ. How you doing? CT Pittman is in the building. Valentina Official is in the building. Salute to you. E. Gibson is in the building. Shout out to E. Gibson. And talking about that last name, Gibson, shout out to Mr. Taj Gibson coming back to the team on a 10-day contract. Oh man, let's talk about that real quick before we dive into any of the other topics. And folk, We got over 78 people in the building. 68 people are watching us on the YouTube right now. If you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, or if you're on X, click the link in the bio. Jump on over to the YouTube conversation. On YouTube, we are sitting at 3,165 subscribers. We are on our way to 4,000. So if you're watching us, smack that like button for your boys. Go ahead, Celso.
Facts, bro. Well, I mean, the Taj thing, man, you know, we all knew it was coming, right? We all joke about it as a fan base, but we always love when Taj is back. But the chance for Taj last night, and then Tibbs giving in, you know, smiling and all. Come on, Tibbs. Who was that said on the broadcast, man? Tibbs getting old.
It's Brain. It's Brain. Mike Brain was like, Tibbs is getting soft.
Yo, what up, on Dios? NYK,
what it do, my
meeting
guys?
You and your girl, bro. They were out here in Charlotte. Drove over from VA, and we were just chilling for a second. Appreciate your support, bro. But man, just the chance. Even Taj was cracking up on the bench. You know what I mean? Like, it was funny. He's pumping everybody up. But hey, he's gonna be our reserve forever. But you saw that people now, of course, more of the Taj will be in that front office when he's done. We've called for it. We see it. It's super realistic. But man, Taj being back. It's Taj, bro.
Yeah,
like it's like he never leaves. You know.
Yeah, having conversations with people that I know that are close with the Gibson family, you know, I've known for a while then that Taj's dream is to be a coach with the New York Knicks or to be in the front office, and to see him being able to come back not once but twice. This is his second time back with the Knicks this season. Taj is a loyal soldier. Taj, he is a perfect veteran, a constant professional. So I'm happy to see Taj Gibson back. There's a lot of young kids we have in the locker room. I wouldn't say young, but we have a solid group in the locker room, and having a veteran presence like Taj Gibson can go a long day. Shout out to my guy Knicks are nice in the building.
Hey,
Chenzo gang.
Knicks are nice. I got you this morning, bro. You know, yo, Chenzo gang in the building since day one. And I love it because, you know what? Hector and I spoke about it, guys. And Jerry's going to be coming through for a little bit. He's actually traveling. He's like, nah, I got to jump up for a little bit. We got to talk. Phil's out today. But we were like, yo, let's open the lineup. We'll do one caller at a time. You want to come in and talk, whether it's on the topic we're on, or you just want to come up and give your best impersonation ever. We'll take it. But guys, I mean, it's going to be fun. We're going to drop. Actually, I'll drop it here in about 5 minutes. But Knicks are nice. I'm telling you, bro. You and I have been doing that Chenzo gang from the beginning. Look at this. He is forcing the NBA, bro. He's forcing the NBA to put tweets out there. Dante DiVincenzo cannot be stopped tonight. Heck, are you taking Dante out of the starting rotation? The same question I've been asking for months. Why would we take Dante out? Even when he misses those dunks, you can't be mad about it because he goes for it. The dog in that kid. Oh my God. Go ahead, bro.
The way that Dante's been playing, there's an argument that, you know, he shouldn't even be out of the starting lineup, right? So we'll get to those conversations later. I want to highlight my guy, Danny Landis is in the building. Danny, how you doing, my guy? I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope all is well. I'm happy that you was able to find us over here. Our friend, Mr. Shy Powers, is in the building. Guys, make sure you guys check out Divine and Shine. Tune into that pregame right before the Knicks game. And Valentino Official with the $5 super chat. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on. We are in control of the trade market. We can tell teams, go kick rocks. We don't need anything. And that is a great point right there, Valentina. I'll just highlight that as well, right next to the comment from our guy Double A. I'll get back to that when it comes to Double A as well. But for me, when it comes to Dante, and matter of fact, I'm gonna bring up Double A's chat because he hits it right on the head. Dante, if he keeps playing at this level, he should be in the conversation for most improved player. Dante should be in the conversation when it comes to the most improved player, especially if he continues to show up and play at such a high level, especially in the absence of both Julius Randle and OG Anunoby. Granted, our competition was our competition, but at the same time, we were able to get games and win them with our other two big pieces out of the offense out of the lineup. So when you see the way that Dante has been balling out, why would you even take him out of the starting lineup? You know?
Yeah, bro. I mean, come on. Been calling again. We can go back and rehash the fact that when Grimes was struggling in the beginning, right? The biggest call here on this channel from me was, let's get Chenzo. Let's see what Dante has. And the kid just keeps getting better and better. I mean, what was it last night? 33 points, right? I just want to make sure.
Man, a career high, 33 points. Yeah, second 30-pointer of the game of the season.
Yeah, and 9 3-pointers. But the thing is, even when he misses, bro, I just love his confidence. He's never shying away from it. And the way he gets in those passing lanes on defense, like the dude is just a stud. But it's crazy because, we got to talk about it. The jokes all off season, everything. But it's true. These Villanova boys, bro, they show up and showed out last night. Brunson, 29 really points, 8 assists. Josh Hart, the triple dub. He called it, didn't he? He said he was dying to have one. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. And then Dante with the 33 points, 9 3-pointers, 11-22 for field goal. How you doing?
Like numbers don't lie. And what has gone unsaid, not to us Knicks fans, because us Knicks fans, we watch the games, we pay attention, we see what's going on. But for the national stage to finally get it, the way that Jalen Brunson, he impacts winning is on a whole nother level, bro. I've never seen. Can you guys name me a New York Knicks that impacted winning the same way that Jalen Brunson impacted winning? The last time the New York Knicks were rolling at this level was back in 1994, bro. 30 years ago. That's right when Power Rangers came out, baby.
I love how you managed to get a Power Rangers reference in every show.
I got to.
All right, we do it for the people, okay? All the Power Rangers fans right now. Yeah.
But like JJ says, Brunson definitely deserves to have some MVP votes. Some MVP votes, especially with the level of play. And again, this is no shade when it comes to RJ and when it comes to IQ. But ever since that trade, Jalen Brunson was already playing on another level. But ever since that RJ and IQ trade, he has opened up and he has taken his game to a whole nother level. And I get it. Like I said, our last two opponents were our last two opponents. We'll be able to really get the litmus test in our next game. But our last two opponents were our last two opponents. But even with Julius Randle out the lineup, the ball movement has been better. The defense has been better. Like,
bro, how many times have we talked about on this show where we said every time something has happened, and again, it sucks when you have injuries. Yes, we're not saying that, but every time it's led to another, oh shit, Mitch goes down, iHeart becomes one of the best centers in the league. You're like, oh shit, we knew we had an iHeart, but damn, look at what iHeart's doing, right? Then you see Julius go down, the team's still doing its thing. Everybody bugs out about the trade for a little bit, and then OG comes in. It's like, holy crap. Every single injury, every move has highlighted other areas, and it continues to show us if we were to go get something, what that piece could be and not waste a trade just for a trade. But, bro, I mean, I'm sorry, to not have Julius Randle was one thing, and then you go into and you're like, oh, shit, you lost OG for 2 days. Yes, people sit there, well, they're a bottom-feeding team like, like the Hornets. Okay, it's not the point. It wasn't like we are spanking teams, bro. It's not just little. They are having to take their starters out. They're taking. I mean, we are literally spanking teams.
And it's not just the teams that are under 500. We did it to both the Heat and to the Denver Nuggets. Bro. Both teams that were in the finals against each other, we dogged them the last two times we played against them. So it's very easy for the naysayers to just point out the fact that, oh, it's against teams that are under 500. It was against the Nuggets and it was against the Miami Heat as well.
Facts. Shout out to Nick Yak because he said, remember when fans were calling Nova as a gimmick? Do you remember? Yeah.
I remember.
Well, let me tell you, it looks like, the Knicks might have really good marketing in their mind because this shit is working. Which, of course, and I don't know if you want to jump into that part of the conversation. We'll get to it later. You know where it's going to head when it comes to the Villanova talks. We'll get there. What up, Park Street is in the building. How you doing? Will Star is in the building.
Star, how you doing?
Rel 88, guys, if you can smack the like, hit the subscribe.
That was a good one right there. Rel. I'm gonna put a star on that right there. Can you star that for me when it comes to Rel's comment?
Got him. Yakuba Ari, salute. How you doing? Appreciate you being in the building. See if we got a couple more people. Savage is in the building. You know what? Let's talk about Savage. Facts.
Precious, bro. Precious. Hold on, I'm gonna bring up his stat line right now because Precious played 40 minutes last night.
2 weeks ago. Right, bro. Remember 2 weeks ago? There were people on the timeline calling Presh Ash. Fresh ass. Okay. Anybody that was on that train, including myself, that I was like, man, what are we doing? He's got no fight in him. I take it back. I was wrong. The last couple games, Precious is finding himself, man, and he looks good. I mean, even coming off the dribble.
He looks comfortable. He looks comfortable. And I am guilty of that as well. I was one of those guys that was saying that Precious Achiuwa, ever since coming over, he looked a bit suspect in that trade. But over the past few games, especially starting in absence of Julius Randle, Precious Achiuwa has stepped it up tremendously. I'm going to point out his stat line from last night's game. Precious Achiuwa, he was second in the team when it came to minutes. Josh Hart played 43 minutes. Precious played 40 minutes. Precious 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 personal fouls, 1 assist. He was 0 from 3 from the 3-point line, but he was 8 of 13 from the field. Collectively, I'm even though he's not making those 3-point shots, I'm glad that he is confident enough to take those shots, because if they start falling, teams are going to they're not going to be able to just sag off of him. They're going to have to pay attention to when it comes to Precious Achiuwa. He's just making himself another solid option for Tom Thibodeau coming off of the bench.
Facts. Real quick, shout out to Ron and John, still Knicks fans in the building. Go check out our boys and sub if you haven't. What are you doing with your life? I love our chat, though. The ones that are like, I'm sorry, I apologize as well. I was talking smack on him.
Hey,
what up, Alawaz?
same. We are all guilty of that. Now, it's okay to admit when you was wrong. That's a part of being an adult. Don't do that. What are you
I got excited. It was Wonder Woman. I thought I had to take the S out.
No. Keep that S on
Double
your chest.
A with the with the $1.99, keeping the lights on. Appreciate you, Double A. Our play gives us trade advantage. Say it again. He paid $1.99 for us. Say it again. Our player gives us trade advantage. It's true. It's true.
It does.
But I still think we still get that tax, right? So maybe just that Nick tax is coming down a little bit. Let's.
You want to get into the trade conversation real quick, or there's some more topics?
Not yet.
Okay. Go ahead. We'll hold that conversation. Yeah. It's 11:21 right now. We'll hold that conversation for the next 15 minutes. So at the 36-minute mark, maybe we peel that back up.
Come up and talk. Come on up. Celebrate the 8 in a row. Celebrate that number 3 seed. Feel free to jump up and talk with us, guys.
And also smack the like button. We got over 125 people in the building, and I think we are sitting at over 50 likes. We got 50 likes on the stream. Let's smack the like up. Let's run it up to 100 on the stream. Let's get some more Knicks fans in on the conversation. Shout out to my guy Alex Nieves, who is in the building, who says, I remember before the season started, the front office believed Brunson had another level in his game. We are witnessing it every day. And that is a solid point right there. Because at the beginning of the season, for the first month, we were talking about that, right? With Julius Randle having his slow start to the season, we were waiting for Jalen Brunson to turn into that next gear, to kick it up and to take and to take control as he is right now. We were waiting for that. We didn't see it, but hey, ever since that trade, he has stepped it up. He has shifted into another gear, and I know the coaches, they're going to vote for the All-Star reserves next week. Jalen Brunson, he should have been a starter. That's another conversation for another day. But, bro, like I said, the way that Jalen Brunson impacts winning, it is on another level. Call me blasphemous. Go into my DMs if you want to. Come for me on Twitter or come for me on X. Jalen Brunson, he impact winning more than Carmelo Anthony had impact winning when he was a Knick. I hate to say it. I love Carmelo Anthony, but just look at what Jalen Brunson is doing out there without the national recognition of what he's doing.
Yeah, and bro, am I the only one that was just a little sad? I was hoping he had that 30-point last night, man. Keep the streak going. I was like, 1 point shy, but I mean, the dude's fantastic, man. Like, just even watching him with my kids at the Hornets game, and my kids being like, okay, who's that one, Dad? I'm like, that's Jalen Brunson. Oh, he's not as big as everybody else. And my daughter was seeing him do his moves in the gym. She's like, woo. I think she now wants to be a dancer for the New York Knicks. That I'm going to kind of stray away from. I don't know if I feel comfortable, but that's a whole other topic. We got somebody backstage. Just Knicks. What it do?
Salute, my guy. What's good, fam? How you feeling?
Salute. How you guys doing today?
I mean, 8 in a row, bro. How can we not be happy? The number 3 seed. Come on.
Yo, like I'm here in Atlanta, and I cut hair at a barbershop, and that's all like the guys talk about is like how good the Knicks are doing. It's just a good feeling just to have us be right here on an 8-game winning streak. Because for the longest, man, we wasn't able to brag or do nothing, man. And honestly, man, I'm just really excited that we here, man. For real, we here.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you, Just Knicks, because you in Atlanta. Obviously,
yes.
the Murray conversation is still going on like crazy. I'm seeing reports this morning that Mike Scotto was still saying that there's elevated talks, and there's still talks about Grimes being a piece that Atlanta wants. What are you hearing at the barbershop, bro? Are people saying, give me Grimes and take Murray? Or are they saying, shut the hell up?
Yeah, honestly, a lot of the people, they want to keep DeJounte. And they talk about Trae Young being more of the problem. Now, just in my opinion, we don't need DeJounte. Like, I honestly feel like DiVincenzo he fits perfect for what we need as a solid third option. And really, we don't like as far as the bench help. I know we can probably pick up an Alec Burks or someone like that, but man, I want to let Deuce get an opportunity. Man, he's really been on this team for a minute, and I feel like we just been dragging Deuce along. Like, hey, you just sit on the bench, watch this, let IQ play, and then we trade IQ, and now he get an opportunity. Like, I would hate to take that away from him. You know, like we gotta let Deuce kind of throw him into the fire and see how far he could do with taking us into the playoffs, man. I really think he'll be good for us.
Yeah. No, listen. No. I like DeJounte Murray, right? Don't get me wrong, but you know, if you look at the landscape of like stars or potential stars that are out there, a lot of the different targets, they're like either injury prone or they're past their prime. Paul George, he is on the opposite side of 30, right? He was in the league like right when I was finished with high school. So he's on the opposite side of 30. Kawhi Leonard's on the opposite side of 30. There's not that many stars that are in their mid-20s or about to hit their prime. The only players, DeJounte Murray is a perfect candidate for that conversation, and also Mikal Bridges, right? I know we played against the Brooklyn Nets. I know that was a talking point in the timelines on Twitter. But if there's a way for the New York Knicks, the Brooklyn Nets, and the Atlanta Hawks to sit down and come together with a 3-team trade where we send DeJounte Murray to Brooklyn, we send Mikal Bridges over to the Knicks, and we send picks, and we split that up between Brooklyn and the Atlanta Hawks. Everybody wins and everybody looks better coming out of it. If the Nets don't want to trade with the Knicks directly, maybe we could get the Atlanta Hawks into the conversation, and we could get DeJounte Murray in Brooklyn, and we could get Mikal Bridges over here with the Knicks.
That would be sick.
You like that, right, my guy? I've been thinking.
that would be sick. I'm not even gonna lie. That would be sick. Really.
I'm just saying. If they don't want to deal with us directly, right? And if Atlanta does like Quentin Grimes, we could figure out a way where Atlanta gets Quentin Grimes, Brooklyn gets DeJounte Murray, we end up with Mikal Bridges. The Knicks, we have a boatload of picks. We could send some picks away, and we could figure it out. Even if the Knicks have to bring back a bad contract, we bring back a bad contract, and we use that over the next couple of off seasons to try to offload that for another talent or for some picks as an expiring contract.
Yo, honestly, that would feel like when
Hector got a hold of the trade machine. We all better watch out.
That would be crazy. When Thanos got that last Infinity Stone,
that's what it is, bro.
That'd be crazy.
Because hypothetically, let's think about it right now. Hypothetically, we make the trade right now in the absence of a Julius Randle, because we don't know how long Julius Randle is going to be out, right? So we could insert Mikal Bridges into the starting lineup next to Dante and next to OG. You can have OG play that 4 position next to iHeart, Jalen Brunson the 1, Dante the 2, Mikal the 3, OG the 4. That's a solid lineup. And then when Julius Randle comes back, you could pick and choose. You can have Dante coming off of the bench with Julius Randle in that starting lineup, or you can manage Julius Randle minutes that he is starting, but he's playing a lot of his times with that second unit so he can have the ball freely and be able to move through the lineup. Be able to move with that second unit and operate and not have to worry about where should I divert with so many options in the starting lineup.
You got the chat lit. Everybody loved the trade. Everybody said, get my deal done.
That's a good trade. That's one of the best trades I've heard out here, honestly.
Man, damn. You know, Eddie's ears are ringing right now, bro. Eddie is going. He just woke up and said, "What the hell? Someone's talking about my damn trades." He just went off. Okay.
I not to sidetrack, but I kind of worry that if we I don't like seeing too much of Julius not playing the floor simply because in a couple years we got to pay Julius, right? And I feel like with the office seeing him seeing OG play the 4. And then, to what you're saying, bring in Mikal, and then maybe who would play the 3? Dante played the 2, and then Mikal could probably play. I don't know, however you want to do it. But is there in another universe where you could kind of see where the Knicks maybe move away from Julius and maybe just run OG at the 4? That's where I kind of worry about him not playing the 4 and us showing oh yeah, we could play. Have someone else play the 4 without Julius, and we still win, and we still kind of play good defense. Those are things I kind of worry about. So that's why, me personally, I just I don't know. I don't like to think about it. But that's
the safest way to do it, bro. Just don't think about it, because when you do, then you go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. Listen,
Just
you could
appreciate you calling in, my guy.
No problem,
that barbershop. Talk to you.
And just know it's an open door policy whenever you want to come back up on an open panel, my guy.
For sure,
appreciate
man. And I'm letting
take.
everybody know in the A about y'all. You guys, y'all killing it, man. And honestly,
I appreciate you.
You guys inspired me to start my own podcast. So
do it, bro. Do it,
bro.
I'm definitely I'm gonna be here soon. So appreciate it.
Let us know when you launch.
Let us know when you launch.
Content Friday day, bro.
Yeah, we can have you up for Content Creator Friday. Also, if you want to plug it in the chat, let people know where they can find you. You're more than welcome to drop it in the chat, my guy. All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. But that's not a bad. That's not. No. I was gonna say that's not a bad thing. The last thing he said. Go ahead, bro.
No, not at all, bro. But I was going to go back to the beginning of his statement when it came to Deuce. I in no way am saying we should trade Deuce. I'm just not confident that Deuce can run that second unit, bro. He still dribbles too much. He shows splashes of it. I'm not comfortable going into a playoffs and all that with Deuce running that second unit.
For this season, he has. Let's see what February 8th is literally right around the corner. So far, Deuce McBride has showed me stuff that I've never seen before out of Deuce McBride, right? But I agree with you. We need to get another veteran in here, a Malcolm Brogdon maybe, but maybe a Malcolm Brogdon in here to help Deuce McBride facilitate with that second unit to help teach him, maybe. But if we didn't get anybody and we solely went to the second half of the season or after or post trade deadline with just Deuce McBride, I will be comfortable with Deuce McBride. We got a few super chats that I want to highlight.
Shout out to NYC B-Ball 08499 super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be able to pull off another episode this Friday because people paying us. Sup, fellas? Chat, let's keep rolling.
Salute to you. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on.
I saw another one
Paris
in there.
Duggan with another one.
Only Brunson getting full max. Nobody else, Julius.
Facts, Paris. Facts. Shout out to my guy Paris Doug as well. And again, with the comment that I made earlier about how Jalen Brunson impacts winning, that I hope people didn't take that as a shot towards Carmelo Anthony. I've said it so many times. Growing up when I was in high school, my two favorite players was Stephon Marbury and Carmelo Anthony, just because my middle name was Anthony, right? So shout out to Melo. He's a legend. But when I say impact winning, Jalen Brunson impacts winning like no other Knick that I ever seen. Even when Carmelo Anthony and that team, we won 50 games, there were so many other veterans that were a part of that team that were part of that winning. But Jalen Brunson in that fourth quarter, in every fourth quarter, he knows how to close out each and every game. And no more Melo slander. I'm sorry, Rel, I apologize. No more Melo slander. We got 168 people in the building, 160 watching us on YouTube right now. I think we're sitting at, 67 likes. Let's run the likes up. Let's get to 100 likes on the stream. Shout out to my guy, Allah Wise, who's in the building. Peace, God. I hope all is well to you. Let's run the likes up to 100. Quick. Go ahead.
Looks like we got somebody backstage. I don't know if they coming in camera off, camera on. I can't tell. The camera's off. Is he coming up with camera ready? On? Ron, you back there, Ron? Thumbs up. Let me know. Or just put in the chat that you just coming up, no camera. Just so
let us know, Ron, before we bring you up.
Shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. But listen,
Double A says, "Where's Jerry?"
Jerry's getting off the plane. We wait.
No,
Jerry's coming
said,
through.
"Where's Jerry?" I'm not sure. Yeah, we're still waiting for Jerry. Jerry is on his way. He has to get ready for the Super Bowl, so he's flying around. So Jerry will be on the road as of now.
Well, listen, you brought up Bridges, bro. So I'm gonna put this one on the screen because
come on, yeah,
Brooklyn Netcast. Look at this. Dear dumb Knicks fans, the Nets wouldn't trade Mikal Bridges for their own picks back. The Nets aren't trading him there. Good to know your favorite player in New York resides in Brooklyn, though.
Listen.
No.
When your team,
let me say, listen.
Go ahead. You've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We're all dumber because of that idiot. Go ahead, Heck.
No, I was gonna say when you when you're a fan base of a team that's having a horrible season, whatever you could find to brighten up your day, you got to find to brighten up your day, right? I've said it numerous times. I grew up in Brooklyn. I went to high school right around the corner where the Barclays Center's from. What do I think about the Atlantic Terminal? It's doo-doo because of the Barclays Center, all right? You are a struggling team that is struggling to get fans in your building. You were in the postseason a few years ago, and your team were selling tickets half off because you couldn't get someone to fill up the building. Okay, I'm done. Let's get Ron. Hoodie Ron is in the building to bless us.
Ron, talk to us, bro. What up?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm like Darth Vader up in this piece, man.
Nah, you good. What up, Ron?
Chilling, bro. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm at work. I usually never call into anything from work because the service be so bad, but we got new Wi-Fi in the building. We here, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
I know we just got into the new year, but your job got their tax return back fast. They got that new Wi-Fi up, Ron. That's what's up.
Hey, Ron, I'll go ahead and I'll go back and delete this little clip because you just gave them all the proof when they're like, his productivity went down. Shit.
Yeah.
Real bad since the Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
so
you don't see me. I'm not here.
No, I don't know what you talk. This is not even Ron right now. How you doing?
Yeah, people thought he had a mask on for health reasons. Ain't nobody in the building. He's just trying to hide.
Just call me the artist formerly known as.
Yeah, the artist formerly known as Ron. There you go.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, man. I'm really excited, bro. It's a great time to be a Knicks fan, man. We gotta enjoy it. Oh, Death. Can't even do it that way. I guess
that's how excited he is.
There we go. We good now. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm loving this, man. We out here, baby.
We out here, baby. 8 in a row, bro. Third in the East. We are third in the East. It's not even February. It is the end of January. We 14-2. This is the best month of January since 1994, Ron.
Right,
do you remember what you were doing January 1994? Do you remember that? I remember that. I had hair on my head in 1994. What about you, Ron?
I was in the lunchroom playing spades. That's what I was doing.
There you go.
and getting ripped up by haters that didn't like the Knicks. Bulls fans, tear me up, man.
We got another super chat. I want to highlight this real quick. On Dios NYK with the 499 says Bridges would be a perfect fit for our team. His confidence level will skyrocket, especially being able to play with his friends. And I've seen some people in the chat saying that Bridges can't play as a small forward. He's listed as a small forward. He came into the NBA as a small forward. He plays on the Brooklyn Nets as a small forward. So I don't know what people say. He is 6'6". He has the same wingspan as OG Anunoby. OG is 6'7". So I think Mikal Bridges would be a solid fit as a small forward. And then in the offseason, we'll figure it out when it comes to Julius Randle. Do we keep him? Do we trade him away? Move OG to the power forward? Keep Dante in the starting lineup? There's so many different options to have. Rios, I see you backstage. We're to bring you up after Ron is finished with the conversation. So just hold on right there. We got you. But go ahead, Ron.
Oh man, listen, yeah, I'm really excited, bro. But But heck, I got to give you your props, bro. That's a nice little way to make it happen, man. A nice little flip there with Atlanta and the Knicks and the Nets. I like that. I wish things were that simple because I could actually see that working. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because if they don't want to trade with us just up front, just the two teams, get someone else in so that way you get another star back in return, and it could ease the pain of seeing the Knicks be successful with Mikal Bridges because you got your secondary star and DeJounte Murray.
Right. Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense, man. Plus, you know what? I didn't think it was real, but I've come to realize this, and we've never been this way before. When you think something can't happen, it actually can. Today's NBA is wild, man. We didn't think OG was going to happen. They still suing Toronto, and we got OG. I don't even know what to say, bro. It's crazy. So, I mean, who knows, man? The only thing that worries me a little bit about the Brooklyn thing and Mikal actually leaving or them being willing to trade him is that Ben Simmons just came back. And I have a feeling Ben Simmons being healthy, they're going to start winning some games.
Yeah.
You know, my thing is we don't need it though. We don't need Mikal Bridges. Right. But the fun of bringing the Villanova thing together with what we have right now, I mean, the whole movie that we could produce off of that is amazing, right? And you really stick to that and go. But I still feel we're at that point where we can sit here and say we don't need Mikal Bridges. We don't need DeJounte Murray. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it. But again, like you said, heck, finishing the Infinity Stone, kind of, squeezing the hand Thanos style would be pretty dope to see how it plays
I'm just saying. No, go ahead, Ron.
I was going to say, and it's the fact that, like, he's a baller. This is no shout out to Ryan Arcidiacono. But, you bring Mikal Bridges, it ain't just about the connection. He's going to come in and put in some work.
Yeah. He is a solid shooter from the 3-point line, so it's not like he can't shoot that ball
and
from
it's
beyond
built-in
the mark.
chemistry. It's built-in continuity, right? They can play that continuity word all over again for us. They're like, here's continuity, Mikal Bridges. Ron, do you realistically though think there's a world where it happens, or is it just more of Knicks for clicks at this point?
Listen, it's the same thing I said 2 years ago. If the Knicks want Mikal Bridges, the Knicks can get Mikal Bridges. The problem is they're not going to want to give up all of those picks for Mikal Bridges. They could do it easily. Yeah. But, some things just make smart business sense. And, I didn't think that was real either. But apparently the Knicks are really interested in Devin Booker. If Devin Booker is alive and ready to move on in the summer, they want to have that flexibility to throw their name in the hat. So, and I don't mean alive like living people. I mean like if the option to get him is alive. You know what I mean? But,
I like how Big Nick Energy said the Knicks need the Brett Favre to the Vikings thing to happen. He goes to a middle team in between New York and Brooklyn. Facts. I went through it. I know. Ron, before you go, brother, we don't get your ass in trouble at work because you're working hard. Ron is a very hard-working, committed worker.
He is
committed. Best employee. I'll clip that.
Employee of the month. Employee of the month. He's never late, never tardy.
There you go. Whatever makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Just make it sound good. Appreciate you, Ron. For those of you in the chat that don't know Ron, still Knicks fans, what are you doing with your life? Go sub to our boys. Check them out. Saturday mornings open panel is legit. And, of course, they have the wrap up. They split the other show now into 2 different segments. Listen, I'm learning, Ron. I'm making sure I'm locked.
We try.
We're still Knicks fans.
We maneuvering, baby. And don't forget the Monday show. Monday nights with myself, my brother John, and my boy Jose on the ones and twos.
Shout out to Jose.
Man, I appreciate y'all. Keep glowing, keep growing. You know how I feel. And believe in our Knicks, baby. We good as long as we got this guy right here, baby.
Yes, sir.
The Brunson burner.
That's
right.
it.
We in the building. We out here. Let's go.
I went off.
Yeah. Before we bring up our next guest, Rios, folks, we got 163 people in the building, 170 watching us collectively across all platforms. We are at 77 likes. We are 23 away from 100. Let's smack that like button. Let's get the likes over 100 for the stream. And when it comes to subs, we are sitting at 3,000 172 on our way to 4,000. Smack that subscribe button. But first time up on the open panel, Rios, let me get a thumbs up, my guy, to make sure you're good.
And while you bring him up, DSJ dropping that $5 super chat for the boys. Mikal Bridges would have been a perfect fit if that dumbass Steve Mills drafted him instead of Project Kevin Knox Mills. You moron. I'm gonna let that sit there for a second because
I don't want to go through. I don't want to go through that nightmare again. But my guy Rios, how you feeling? Salute to you, my guy. What it do? I'm good, bro. How you feeling, baby? Third in the East, bro. 8 in a row.
Finally.
Yes. Go ahead,
about
bro.
Time since Melo 2012, man.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And here we are, man. So, all right. So overall, bro, what's the vibes? Obviously, it's exciting. We 8 in a row. 3 seed, Chenzo going off. Are you making a move, or what are you hoping for? You think we stay pat? Where you at, Rios?
I think we could use another big man, and I would like another ball handler, even if it's not a star. What do you think about? Let's say if we couldn't get Bridges from the Nets, if we send Fournier and a protected first for Spencer D and Royce O'Neal.
I like both of those players. Royce O'Neal, when he was a free agent, that's somebody that I wanted the Knicks to go after. He's a very tough guy, very solid defender, and he can knock down that three-point ball, especially from the corner. Spencer Dinwiddie, always a master when it comes to trolling and being a shit talker online. I would like that deal. Both solid pieces, but again, are the Nets going to trade with us? The reason why I proposed a 3-team trade was because maybe they don't want to trade with us directly. If we get another team involved, maybe it makes it easier for them. I do like Spencer, but the only issue I have with Spencer is that he hasn't been that solid. He's a bit streaky from the 3-point line. He's had some crazy injuries, very alarming and concerning injuries in his career. And the last thing I would want the Knicks to do is we trade Quentin Grimes for a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, and right before the postseason, 1 week or 2 weeks, he gets injured and he's not ready to go.
I mean,
and we don't got that
Grimes
punch
for him, though.
No. Oh, okay. You said Fournier. Yeah, you said
just
Fournier.
First round pick.
Yeah, just a first round pick. If it makes sense, if both parties agree, then why not? If he's just an extra piece coming off of the bench, you can't turn down a volume scorer like Spencer Dinwiddie. I'm not sure if he's a Tibbs guy just because of the lack of defense.
Yeah, I'm a no. I'll be honest, Rios. I'm a no on that one, bro. And also, I feel like every name recently that has come up, because that came up, I believe, like a week ago on the episode too, right? And it was around the time where he came into play. And everybody has their chance to audition over the last month, and ain't nobody passing the audition when they play in the Knicks, right? We exposing all the names that people are like, oh, what if we went after? No, doo-doo. We've made them all look like they can't be a part of this squad. I mean, I see where you're at with it. Me personally, Whitty doesn't move the needle for me at all, man.
I would have rather, if we're gonna give up a first round pick in Evan, I would rather it be I like Royce O'Neal just because he's another big body, but I would rather a Malcolm Brogdon, right? If we are going to give up that first piece in Evan Fournier, I would rather it be Brogdon, for the fact that Brogdon, he was the 6th man last year. And if we're in the 3rd seed trying to chase the Boston Celtics, he was a part of the Boston Celtics. So maybe he can tell us some weaknesses from Tatum, some weaknesses for Brown, just because he was the enemy that we were chasing. He was a part of them last year. Maybe he could help us get some inside source to that team this year.
I like Daniel Gafford too, and D. Wright.
I do like Daniel Gafford. The only thing with Gafford is that he is a young player for the Wizards, and I'm not sure if the Wizards, if they're rebuilding, if they are trying to get rid of a young piece like that. O'Neal is short, savage, but when I mean big body, I mean like he's a bruiser down there in the paint. He's like James Johnson.
Yeah, and even Phil, he's in the chat. He's not on the show today, but he wanted to pitch in. He said he'd rather have Tyus Jones than Brogdon or Dinwiddie. I think we lost Rios. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
appreciate
probably.
the call,
Sorry, Rios.
Rios,
appreciate you checking in. Yeah, good, very solid, good question. It's just, the thing with Phil is that he just doesn't like Brogdon, right? That's the only thing. I don't know what it is. Phil is just a hater. I don't know what it is. I know he's not here to defend himself, and I'm sorry to be like that.
Hector's like,
he's Phil ain't here today. I love you,
Phil. Yo, what up, everybody in the chat? We got 162 in the building. Appreciate all y'all rocking.
Let me check the likes.
You guys literally are making us the most exciting morning show, and we appreciate all the support. If you haven't yet, smash the like.
90. Yeah, we got 90 likes. We are 10 likes away from 100.
Let's get it.
Run it up. If you haven't hit that like button, it's free. We're at 90. Smack that like button. Hit the subscribe button. We are at 3,173 subscribers. 27 subscribers away from 3,200. So if you guys can hit that subscribe button, Phil said, Ask AA. I'm the prophet for a reason. All right, Phil. All right.
You know what, Phil? But I mean, I did also see Johnny, who made sure to hold receipts since episode 1 when we were talking about our projections. I said, we're going to be the number 3. And people were laughing at me. And here we are. How many episodes later? You know what? You know who else can get hype and make me even hyper than I am right now? Let's bring in the closer, Jay Boogie is in the building.
What it do?
Yo, straight to the point. I just want everybody to know I ain't know much of no Villanova. Me and Romeo ain't never been friends. Can't you see how much I really love you? Gonna sing it to you time and time again. Oh, Villanova, did you see them? Did you see the Villanova Cats?
Let's go.
Did you see the Villanova Cats, man? Shout out to what they've been doing. But before I even go to them, hey, yo, give Leon Rose his money. Give him his money. Give it to him. If nobody else going to say it, I'm going to say it. He's in his 4th year on a 5-year deal. Go ahead, renegotiate. Give him his contract. Because all he did was kept quiet. When everybody, he won't say nothing. What do he need to talk for? I make moves behind the scene and I bring him on the court. Look what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Last year he got his Josh Hart. You see what he do? He put him up in 3D. And then he got Devontae. What he do over there? Devontae need to be a 3-point in the 3-point shooting contest. And while I'm talking about the 3-pointers, we got the highest percentage 3-point shooting backcourt. It is in the league. It ain't Clay. It ain't Steph Curry. It's Brunson and Devo. That's what it is going on. If you ain't got to love us, but you're going to respect us. And it's showing what we're doing right here all across the board. 8 games in a row. That's OG's new number. 8 games, pretty well. 8. The 8 is in the side of your rib cage going on. I love the team. I love what's happening, man. And right now, I might think about just keeping Grimes because he's thinking he's found his spot. He found his niche. Go ahead and just give me a ball handler that can handle the ball so he can shoot on one side and so, Deuce can shoot on the other side. I'm cool with a small move. Like, go get me Burks. I'm only giving up 2 second rounders. I ain't giving up no first round picks. Somebody can handle the ball. Somebody that been here, that knows the city, knows the squad, knows the building, and know how to, he can go crazy in the 4th quarter if he wants to. And I'm not giving up a lot and let Deuce keep on catching and shooting. Let Grimes keep on catching and shooting. You know what I'm saying? They doing what they doing. And oh, my man, Pac-Man, that's what I call him. Precious. Your P for the Precious. The AC for the act. That's Pac-Man. I'm new naming that dude right now. The Pac-Man. Because all he doing is eating everything up. He's energized. He's doing what he's got to do. And he's going to continue on learning. That's why they brought Taj Gibson over there. So he can continue on schooling him. So he can let him learn up under him. Don't he remind you so much of Taj Gibson when he was young and he had that tray ball? He doing everything up under the footsteps of Taj Gibson. I love where we at. Appreciate the hard work, but most importantly, give Leon his money. Forget the flowers. Give him his money. Everything he's doing is on the quiet. Forget the naysayers. Forget the haters. It's all about the orange and blue, baby. New York for life. New York forever. I told y'all earlier in the week. If I didn't, I'm going to remind you. I told you before February end, we're going to be in the 3rd seed. Here we are. And we're not finished. We're not done yet. And we're not even healthy. But everybody hungry. They trying to get full. We ain't just trying to eat. We getting full. I love it, man. Appreciate what y'all doing. Keep doing what y'all doing. Everybody hit the like button. Don't just look at it. Press it. Press it.
Jay Boogie, we love you
Boogie,
in the building. Later, homie.
Look,
Come on, bro.
I just want to hold on. Wait, I got to bring Boogie back up. I got to bring Boogie back up. I got to bring Boogie back up. Yo, because you brought up Leon Rose, and I was waiting for someone to bring up Leon Rose so I could bring this point up right now. When Leon Rose got hired by the New York Knicks, it was March 2nd, 2020. The New York Knicks were facing off against the Houston Rockets. Do you guys know that starting lineup was R.J. Barrett, Taj Gibson, Julius Randle, Maurice Harkless, and Elfrid Payton. That was the starting lineup that when Leon Rose was hired, he was able to flip that starting lineup into Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Mitchell Robinson, because Mitch is out. But he flipped that starting lineup that only won 19 games into the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference on January 31st, 2024. And like Jay Boogie said, pay that man Leon Rose the bag. Give that man his flowers. Again, call me blasphemous, call me out of pocket, call me whatever you want. But as of right now, the New York Knicks in New York City, the New York Knicks are the best run organization in New York City at the moment. I don't want to hear about the Yankees. The Yankees were 82-80 last year. They had the worst season since 1994, and the New York Knicks are having the best season since 1994. And as of right now, the New York Knicks are the best run franchise in New York City. Copy it, clip it, and send the fax machine, my guy.
Man, you're so right, man. You're so right. But I gotta be respectful. I know you got some other people because I can air out another clip when I ain't gonna let off. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, holla at y'all, man. Great day, man. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Anybody that's going through anything, we don't pray that you get through it. We pray that you also go through it, man. Salute, salute, salute. Capital S's.
Deuces. I mean, you got it. It's hype. It's always hype when Boogie's in. I see we got Davi backstage coming up next. Got another caller.
We got
guys,
you 1 second.
The link is in the chat. You want to come up and just speak your piece? Say whatever the heck you want. It's a safe space. Just come up. It's safe space, okay? Even when we lose, it's a safe space. But there's something really safe about 8 in a row. I love it.
Facts. We got over 183 people watching us right now. We got 178 watching us on the YouTube. If you guys can smack that like button, we are at 104 likes. Let's get to 150. Go ahead, big bro.
Yes, we've got to give this front office its flowers, right? We went through the Leon sleeping. We've gone through the fire tips. You got to give Wes credit too. He behind the scenes doing his thing with them too. So anybody that's putting disrespect on it right now, it's just clown behavior. Okay, we're gonna say it. It's just clown behavior. Just change your take. It's okay, guys. Listen. 8 in a row, 3 seed. You can be happy for the New York Knicks and this front office. All right, Davi, you ready? Give me a thumbs up, my guy. He's ready.
Davi got that thumbs up. Davi, good. Hey, go New York, go New York, go. That's how you feel it, Davi.
We're going to Canyons of Hero.
That's right, baby.
That's where my season ends.
That's where you see Davi. I will be right there with you with the big ass Knick flag on 6th Avenue in New York City if the New York Knicks are able to win that championship. But Davi, 8 in a row. The team is rolling right now. I know you already said the end of the season for you is in the Canyon of Heroes, but how do you feel about this team over the past few games? 8 in a row. Davi, the floor is yours.
I'm ready to go to the championships. I was born in 1974, so I didn't get a chance to see a championship, and I'm hoping to get to see a championship this year.
Let's go. I'm right there with you, Davi. And it feels realistic, don't it, Davi? It feels like it's right there. It's for the taking.
Yes. I'm ready. I'm psyched. And I want to go to Canyons of Heroes. I don't want to go to MSG for the game. I want to go to the parade.
Let's go. Davi,
right.
Listen.
Davi, are you
God? Oh, let's go. Go ahead, Heck.
Davi, I was going to say from your lips to God's ears, are you in New York City? Are you in the tri-state area? Or are you outside the city?
Yes, I live in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, okay, nice. I grew up where in Brooklyn you from, bro?
Well, where I grew up in Gravesend, but right now I live in Mill Basin area.
Okay. No, I grew up in a downtown Bed-Stuy off of Atlantic Avenue, not that far from where the Barclay is right now. But Davi, that energy you got is the same energy I think every Knicks fan should feel right now. Because like Ally Wise just said in the chat, 14 wins in January, the most since 1994. 30 years. I'm 34 years old right now. I was a baby the last time the New York Knicks was rocking like this. And hopefully, like you said, from your mouth to God's ears, at the end of the season, the New York Knicks are in the Canyon of Heroes, waving a flag, celebrating that big old championship.
Let me put it this way. 1994, I cried. We lost. I cried. I could not believe it. That was bad. And by the way, Charles Smith was fouled.
Davi, man, appreciate you calling in, bro. I'm telling you right now, Davi, I hope we're at a parade with you, bro. It's gonna happen.
And my dream was at that time, I wanted to see Michael Jordan cry for us to beat him in Game 7. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see that.
Yeah, and we've cried a lot of times since then, Davi. Let's be real, right? So these vibes are great, man. Appreciate you, Davi.
Appreciate you, Davi. Appreciate you, my brother. Double A in the chat. Double A says Fulton and St. James. Double A, you from Fulton and St. James, bro? Because that's where I grew up at. I grew up on Leffers Place in St. James. So let me know, Double A. I know I liked you, Double A. I love you, my guy. All is well. We got someone else to join us, but before we do that, let's do a little bit of some more of a roll call. We got Julian Blum in the building. Shout out to my guy, Julian Blum. Nick Yak is in the building. Nick Yak, how you doing? Charm Boy 72. Abel is in the building. Salute to you, my guy. D-Ross says black coffee, no sugar, with clove and agenda. You know what? That's how you get all that phlegm and mucus right there. Make sure you guys screenshot what my guy D-Rise says. But we got Jam and Jet in the building. Dripmore's in the building. Dripmore, how you doing? Salute to you. Jam and Jet, let me get a thumbs up. If you want to keep your camera off, you can keep your camera off. Just turn it on. Let me get a thumbs up. Know that you're ready, and then you can turn it back on.
We just want to know you're a real person, all right? We want to know you're really you, all right?
Yes.
And I said we got another caller backstage too.
You want to bring Johnny up? Let's bring Johnny up while Jam and Jet let us know.
Johnny is in the building. What it do, Johnny?
What's up, guys? Hey, man, what a time, right? I feel like everything is so much better when Knicks ball is winning, right? I think this is the only franchise that the true New York team has everybody unified as one. Hey, man, I'm feeling like we're Voltron right now. And
hey,
yo, Johnny, are we related, bro?
Could be, bro. I mean, I gotta go into
it's the glasses.
I'm like, hold on, we related, ain't we, bro? We must be. You look good, my guy. I like those glasses.
I mean, I have to wear them because I'm always in front of the computer, stuff like that.
Nah, I feel you, bro. Trust me, I'm the same way, bro. Trust me.
Hey, but man, seeing the team with Leon Rose the way he's doing and managing everything, I haven't seen the New York actual franchise be ran so on point with everything. And it's just like, look, I was one of the ones that in the very beginning was against Vincenzo, whatever his name is. I can never pronounce his name, right?
Vincenzo Gang, Big Ragu. Those two
Vincenzo,
are acceptable.
And all that because I was a big McBride fan, thinking like, hey man, you need to give the kid a chance.
Yeah.
And look, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm gonna let Leon Rose, Tibbs, and all of them keep working their magic, and let's get it. And it's right, Porto. You were the only cat that was saying we're gonna be third in the East, and he was letting it be known. Everybody looked at you like you were nuts. Like, look at this Jet fan not knowing what he's talking about.
They're like, don't listen to him. He's a Jets fan. And literally, Johnny points that out. But I'm going to have to go find it. That's literally an answer on Twitter that someone said, don't listen to this Jets fan. You don't know what he's talking about.
But not only that, right? Not only did Celso point that out, but Johnny, when we started Knicks Morning Brew this season, you came on the open panel and you let everybody know, like, listen, I haven't watched the Knicks for years, and you guys are getting me back on to watching the Knicks. So for you not watching the Knicks for a while, to seeing where the Knicks are right now, are you happy that this is the season you tap back into the New York Knicks?
Yeah, man. I mean, because it's been tough, bro. Just seeing the constant crap that was going on with the organization itself. I mean, as somebody that's dude, I've given so much money, so much time, so much effort when it came to the Knicks. You know, even though I didn't watch the games, constantly making sure it was up to date with what's going on. You know, but I wouldn't want to watch the game because I knew I was gonna get pissed off. And it's a lot different than football because it's an everyday thing. So being grumpy said at my wife, and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" "Oh, the Knicks lost again." You know, and
he said, I chose mental health and my marriage over the Knicks. I respect it. I respect it, Johnny. But you came back at the right time, bro. And the thing is, you're not a bandwagon fan, Johnny.
No.
You've supported them through the years. You're just locked in super early with us. And you're like, man, I think I'm back in all season. And man, it turned out to work in your favor, bro.
And the thing that I love about you guys, man, you guys spit is true stuff, facts. None of the stuff that is being said on these other sports networks, right, that are just being negative and all that. I mean, even if you guys have to be like, hey, this guy needs to be put on check, you guys do. And that's what's important to me, and I appreciate it, man. And, hey, you know, I want to show you guys love and all that. I am buying some of the merchandise putting out. I am waiting for my mug because I'm wanting that mug and everything.
Yes, sir.
Got you.
Keep doing your guys' things, man. Everybody that's on here, hit the like. Hey, this is a good platform for us fans. I've been at it for, I mean, look, I was one of the cats that went out and bought the Marbury shoes back in the day. Just
Hector, he's talking about it too.
Just trying to support, you know, the Knicks as much as I can and stuff like that. So, you know, but and shout you guys out to having Jerry versus Chris the other day. I did want to talk about this really fast, right?
Yeah, go ahead, John.
With the whole
hold on, real quick, Johnny. David Rios, 199 super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. He says best Knicks chat around.
Appreciate
Keep it going, 99 vibes. Appreciate that. And you know what? That's a super chat for the chat because he's right. The chat is blowing it up today. You guys are always showing up and showing out like you Dante DiVincenzo up in this biznatch. Also, I saw Double A drop the $99 super chat. Tim's still a minutes manic. Yeah, he a little crazy with the minutes.
Hold on, my guy. Hold on. Davey in the chat says, "You lucky. If my wife caught me crying over the Knicks losing, well, she told me so. She would have been like, I told you so, and she would have told me you should have been a Warriors fan."
Hey,
shout out to you, Davey.
Peep this out. Before I got married, right, I told my wife the only way I get married, right, you have to be a Jets fan, the true team of New York, which are the New York Knicks. You got to be a Rangers fan, right, and the New York Mets. If you cannot say yes to that and sign the contract, then we have no type of deal because it's hell being a fan of these teams. That I'm still there no matter what.
But Johnny, you got the trifecta, right? You're a Knicks fan, you're a Jet fan, you're a Met fan. You know what that tells me about you? That tells me, and that shows me but it also shows me that you, my friend, are an excellent husband. Because that shows me that you can love something unconditionally and not expect shit back in return, Johnny. So I got to give you all your flowers for that, bro.
And it's so true. And your guys' stream, man, puts all my teams in one, which is awesome. And so I appreciate it. I want you guys to completely blow up. Don't forget about us.
Appreciate you, Johnny.
Yeah, never.
Cup of coffee, you know, especially Porto and especially Heck, man. Cats need it. And I think I wake up, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and these guys have another stream going on at 3. like, man, he's just putting that overtime. But hey, the whole thing with Jerry and Chris, I was in Croatia, right, a couple of months ago, and I had a Knicks jersey on, I had my Brunson jersey on, right? And bro, they were talking to me about Jeremy Lin. Oh, how is Jeremy Lin? So to his point about what he's, unfortunately, in other countries and stuff like that, people do not know who Jalen Brunson is. But after this year, he's put everybody on notice. So that's my final take on that, man. Hey,
that's a great take.
You guys keep doing your stuff, man. JETS, Knicks, all day, every day.
Let's go. Appreciate you, Johnny.
Shout out our guy Johnny. That was a solid take right there. Folks, we got 170 people in the building watching us collectively. We got 165 watching us on YouTube. If you guys can, please smack that like button. I think we was at 116 we are at 119 likes on the stream. If you guys can, run the likes up, smack that like button for you guys so we can get the likes up as well. We are at 3,176 on the subby. So like my friends say, smack at the likey and hit that subby. We are trying to get to 4,000 subs. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. My guy, Yudo Yosef. Yudo, how are you doing, fly guy?
What up?
I want to ask you, bro, with what I brought up, right? With the last statement that I brought up about the Eastern Conference and where we can go. This team right now, homie in the chat just said 99 vibes. You know, you were watching Knicks more than I was watching the Knicks in 1999. I always say that I didn't get into watching the Knicks until about like 2004, 2005. But does this team have that 1999 vibes to it?
I think anytime you have a team like this right now that plays that defensive style, that team ball, that energy, you're going to get that comparison. So yeah, I can sit there and agree with him, you know, and it's funny because everybody's always going to compare it to the 90s season for those of us that went through that. But the younger generation right now, this is the best Knicks ball they've seen, period. They got a taste of it last year, and this season they're like, holy crap. So this, for the first time for young Knicks fans, this is a legit team, bro. Like, this is the first time they're probably sitting there and looking at it like they do when they look at teams like the Warriors and all these guys with the big names, right? And that's why, to Johnny's point, and not to harsh on the All-Star stuff, that's why with Jalen Brunson doing what he's doing right here, there's no reason why next year you're not hearing Jalen Brunson and jersey sales and all that skyrocket through the roof, okay? Yes, the vibes are there, bro, but I'm telling you, this team is special. I don't even want to compare it to the 90s teams. I don't want to compare it to that. Like when we had John Starks on, remember what he said, bro? He said everybody at that moment, and he felt everybody going into the season, he felt like everybody kind of had that dog in him. He loved Josh Hart. He loved the fact of the continuity. And here, we're living it out, bro. So moving forward, you're not going to hear me anymore with the 90s comparisons. I want to talk about this team, this squad that is showing us shit we haven't seen in years. You know what I mean? But but again, I don't disagree with people like, oh, it gives me those vibes. Yeah, it's called winning. It's called winning, and winning at a high peak. So much so that I get to force Hector, Phil, and Jerry to see, hey,
listen, like you said, if I gotta keep on seeing the count, that means that the Knicks winning streak continues. So I'll be happy to keep seeing that. But Savage NYC in the chat, my guy Savage, shout out to my guy. He brings a great point up. The league, it doesn't play defense, and the Knicks do, and that's what makes the Knicks dangerous. What's your thoughts about that, bro?
It's true. It's true, bro. I mean, and it's not just, you know, again, it's not just one or two guys. You know, we can sit there and look at Dante last night. How many times does he get in the lanes? How many times is Josh Hart jumping up and blocking stuff? The turnovers, like, yes, the defense that we're getting from everybody right now is dope. Is there times where we can step it up? Yes. Have we fallen lucky at times where their other team is missing from the perimeter? But Jerry and Phil, they said it from early on in the season. If a team is shooting lights out from three, we struggle. We're seeing less of that. We're seeing a lot less of that. The movement is amazing, and on defense, we're killing it. But you know what? Real quick, I want to kind of switch it up, Heck, because we didn't really talk a lot about, how about Sims? How do you feel about Jericho? Showing little spin moves to the. I mean, can we talk about Sims?
That was impressive. I've never seen that when it comes to Jericho Sims, and when it comes to Sims, I'm happy that we're seeing Jericho Sims get his moments. He's a young kid that, again, where he was picked at in the draft, 50th selection in the draft. You're not expected to play big minutes if you're selected 50th in the draft, but he's playing on the team that's in the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference right now. He is stepping up in the absence of Mitchell Robinson, Ihart, and as well, he stepped up when Ihart went down. They limited Ihart's minute as well. Ihart only played 29 minutes last night, so he's limited since he has come back. But Jericho Sims, what more can you want from Jericho Sims? He's doing everything you want someone to do, that's stepping in to fill in for an injury, and he's doing it. A nice young kid. We have him on a very team-friendly contract, so whatever you get out of Jericho Sims is a plus, but what we're seeing right now, it's solid minutes out of Jericho Sims.
Facts. And you brought up iHeart, bro, and I think we got another caller that just checked in, so before we even jump over, give me a thumbs up, let me know you ready, my guy.
Let me get a thumbs up. Put the thumbs up in the screen.
Swanee, you back there, bro? Give me that thumbs up. All right, it looks like he's working on it. He's working on it, setting up the angles on it. But you know what? Real quick. So iHeart. I mean, look, even yesterday, the Jazz coach Will Hardy on Isaiah Hartenstein. I don't live in the media market. Thumbs up. All right. I don't know how much he's talked about, but watching him on film, his value's unbelievable. The guy's everywhere. Even the ones he doesn't get, he's occupying so many people on the glass. He's relentless. You have to match that on every single possession. And the one time you slip up, he taps it back out or he gets the rebound because the iHeart fan club is legit.
Hey, ain't no argument for me, bro. When it comes to it, Isaiah Hartenstein has stepped up tremendously. We've been able to, as Knicks fans, and I know this may be non-productive, but we've been able to, not very productive conversation, but we've been able to have conversations that do the Knicks look to trade Mitchell Robinson? That's how much Isaiah Hartenstein has stepped up and has been able to play. And since iHeart has stepped into the starting lineup, when Mitchell Robinson was in the starting lineup, the New York Knicks, we were 29th in the NBA when it comes to free throws, right? Our free throw percentage. With iHeart in that starting lineup, we are 15th in the NBA when it comes to free throw percentage. So there is an argument to say that our team is better with iHeart in the starting lineup than Mitchell Robinson, even though Mitchell Robinson is a tremendous defender, is a tremendous talent on that court.
You and I, heck, because everybody knows you and I talk all day, every day. But like I was saying the other day, I can't get on the trade Mitch side. And again, I understand if, after the season things, whatever. But man, in my mind, I'm open to that conversation of, could you imagine Mitch coming back and being with that second unit? And then you have Hart with the first, like those two together, like that excites me. I'm not on the train yet of, hey, let's trade Mitch. I'm not there. I can't be, right? Because
I get it, and I respect it, yeah.
Let's see what Swanee has to say. Swanee, give me a thumbs up. You ready? Yes, he is. Swanee.
Yo, what's good?
Yo.
What's good?
Yo,
so first
real
and
quick.
foremost, let's get to business. Hey, I got the bug, baby. So for y'all who don't know what it looked like, it's legit. You can see the steam coming off. I got a fresh cup of coffee going right here, baby.
My God,
you see
Swanee.
me? You see me?
That's what I'm talking about.
I had to come up here and show the people what it looked like so they could get theirs. You feel me? I had to show the people what it looked like so they could get theirs. If you're not jumping out the window for this team, you're not a Knicks fan. If you're not jumping out the window for this team, you're a Knicks fan. This team we have never seen a team, at least for me personally, we've never seen a team like this. And to be honest with you, Hector, I'm right there with you. I watch Melo. I watch that Knicks take crew. This is a different team. And this is no shade, no shot to Melo.
No shade,
but Brunson is a winner, baby. Brunson is an absolute winner. This team right here is different. This team is built different. Defensively, offensively, this team is built totally different to any Knicks team we've ever seen. We got a next man up mentality. We got a hustle, grit, and grind about us. This team absolutely shows what New York is all about. Facts. This team shows everything what New York is about. I heard you say something about defense. I burn a hole in my league pass, and I watch a lot of teams play ball. You feel me? And nobody's playing defense like the Knicks is playing defense. I'm not scared of nobody when we get to the playoffs because nobody can make a stop. And when it comes to the playoffs, you got to slow the ball down. You got to slow the ball down. And the only team built for the playoffs is us, baby. That's it. Only team built for the playoffs. That's it. I didn't want to talk a lot. I just can't. I really wanted to come to show off the mug.
Hey,
that's really what I
appreciate that, fam. Appreciate that.
First time caller, long time listener. I love y'all boys. I'm always here in the chat game. Love. Hey, y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
Swanee, you in the city? You in the tri-state area?
So actually, I'm out in San Diego. San Diego. So I'm from Brooklyn originally, grew up in Crown Heights, went to Grady High School, but I'm out here in San Diego.
Shout out to Grady.
Yes, sir. I'm out here in San Diego. So I got to deal with all these Lakers and Clippers fans, but every Thursday I'm in the barbershop. I always got my gear on, you know what I'm saying? But it's a different vibe when I walk in the shop now. Now when I walk in the shop, it's respect. You know what I mean? Last 2 years, I walked in the
before was a laughs, right?
It's a laugh. Yo, look at this clown. Look at this dude. Y'all suck. Y'all losing whoop-de-whoop. Now, every time I walk in there, chest high, baby.
Yes, sir.
I walk in the shop, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, feel y'all love what y'all doing. Y'all get y'all Brew Crew mugs.
It's legit.
Swanee,
Appreciate the
whenever
support,
you back
Swanee,
in the
my
city,
guy.
whenever you back in the city, hit me up. If you want to catch a Knicks game, hit me up. I would love to go catch a Knicks game. All right, bro?
I'm coming back. I'm gonna be there for that Boston game on the 24th. I got my ticket already. I'm gonna be in the city on the 24th because I know they're trying to do a meetup. Tony and them on Twitter. They trying to do a
we
meetup.
saw that.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there on the.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I saw
something as well.
I saw Tony put that tweet out. And instantly, I wanted to make a graphic, bro. Like, I wanted it to be like Thanos calling the Avengers together. He was like, the 24th, and everybody's ready to go. But you know what? Stay tuned. I know you always keep up with us.
I'm with you
in the chat as well. It looks like we are, we'll officially announce it tomorrow, but we're going to do a 12-hour stream for the trade deadline. 12 hours straight.
I'm in there.
We're going to do that. Everybody in the chat, we're going to do it to raise money because we've been given the opportunity to go out to New York, to be out there at the Garden, to do a show live outside the Garden. We trying to set it up between the 24th and 28th. Some more details coming. Swanee, thank you for all the support, bro. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Hey, and whenever y'all doing y'all joint, just put it on Twitter. You know, I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna let people know. And if it's around the 24th, I'm gonna just extend my stay. That's all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna hang out with you.
I'll tell you right now, we'll make it work, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate y'all, man.
You, bro.
Yes,
you
sir.
be safe. Shout out to our guy Swanee on the West Coast, even though the East Coast is where he's from. Shout out to our guy.
I do want to say, Heck, on what he was talking about, you know, with him being a league pass fanatic, just like Phil is, right? Phil's the same way, nonstop watching every other team. And yes, we talk about our defense, but let's be real. Like, you look at this 103, right? That wasn't a real 103. Like, they've been keeping teams under 100 points.
Yeah, that was
100. It's always garbage time these last couple of weeks, right? Like, that's our defense. I'm always looking at, okay, when are they pulling the starters out? And when they're pulling those starters out, they under 90 points. They in that 80 to 70, 80 range. And then when people, you know what I mean? So the defense numbers, the box score can fool you, but our defense has been holding teams down. I saw we had another caller backstage. He's probably trying to reconnect.
SK, whenever you want to reconnect, we're gonna be rocking out for the next few minutes. We're still rocking out. Shout out from Portland, our guy Victor.
And I'm not gonna mess it up. Barahona. What up, Victor?
Victor, what it do, my guy?
Appreciate you.
Let's do Cheesy.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say, like Cheesy Soul Cake said, Swanee, that was a 5-star call. That definitely was a 5-star call. Shout out to our guy Swanee. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Kevin Pryor is in the building. Kevin Pryor, how you doing? Salute. Danny Landis is in the building. Bricks Nation, how you doing? Folks, we are sitting at 134 subscribers. If you guys can, please smack that like button. And also, we are at 3,181 on the subscribers, 19 away from 3,200. If you can help us get to 32 on the stream, we would definitely appreciate it. Our guy Jonathan is in the building. Jonathan, how you doing? Now, I just want to say this real quick. I see we got our guy SK backstage. SK, let me get a thumbs up whenever you're ready to join us. We got the thumbs up from SK. Well, he gave me the thumbs up. I'm going to bring my guy SK up right now. I'm going to save my thought after SK comes up. But this is our guy from the Smoking Nick podcast. SK, how you doing?
We miss you, my guy. What is up?
Well, hope the fam is good. My guy SK said he's showing up in 2024 looking like Santa Claus with the big beard. SK, how you doing?
Usually I get Jesus Christ. You already know how that is.
He out here walking on water and shit.
Talk to him, SK. Talk to him.
Turn the water into wine. You already know what I do. That's light, man. I talk heavy all the time. That's a fact. So we ain't worried about it, man. I'm just happy that we playing good with all our best player, no matter if they, they shine the light on whatever, who they want to shine the light on. You feel me? I'm just glad that we in a feng shui our team. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I was harassing my girl yesterday. Real talk. No bullshit. I was harassing her. And I was letting her know that, like, we in championship mode right now. I've never seen us team look like this in my fucking life. We in championship mode. Every player on the team, I'll probably add it to my team in 2K one time or another, bro. It's crazy. But we got everybody on our squad that look crazy. It's bananas right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we where we need to be, bro. I'm just saying.
SK, I mean, we at that point too where we as a fan base, we're sitting there saying, if we don't make another move, we good. But if we do one, okay. That's where you at.
See, the problem and Jigga, you already know you my man. It's all the hyperbole and the speculation. That's corny, right? People just be hypothesizing and shit and just making shit up because they want something to talk about. If you just follow the money, right? Ain't that what they tell you? Follow the bread. Follow what's going on. Just stick to the basics. You will see what's going on. That's been going on for years, right? When Barkley said Brunson made us irrelevant, that was false, right? We wouldn't have Brunson without a Randle, right? So who made us really relevant? But I ain't come here for that, right? I just came here to say that I'm on top of it. Everything. Trust me. It's me.
Oh, we know.
Right? It's me. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just glad where we are from the Dante DiVincenzo. I've been liking him. You feel me? For years now. So now he on our squad doing what he was doing for other squads. I like stuff like that, right? Now we got Josh Hart, a utility player. I like stuff like that. I've liked OG Anunoby for years. He on our squad now. I like stuff like that. Notice, and see, I'm gonna bring something up real quick, and then I'm gonna have to let y'all go because I got shit to do. Real talk, part of my friends.
Go ahead.
Everybody been saying that OG is the reason our defense been. It's really because RJ was the weakest link, and I've been telling y'all that for 4 years now, right? Who was the weakest defender? Who couldn't finish? Who couldn't score? Who couldn't do these things? All of a sudden, it doesn't even matter because he changed the whole energy of how people supposed to play. You got this one player that you ain't got to acquiesce to, and all of a sudden we playing like a team because you ain't got to acquiesce to this one person that feels like he's something that he's not. See what I'm saying? So pay attention to what's going on around you.
And we've got the receipts from SK last season and the season before calling it.
It's me. It's me you talking to. Stop it. It's me. I stand on business. Everybody know that. But I'm going to show y'all love. I appreciate y'all holding me down. I appreciate the renters too. You feel me? I love y'all boys. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Yo, Jigga, you keep staying in the circles that you stand in, man, because I need a friend like you in my life. Y'all doing a great thing.
I guess I'm just fucking chopped live over here.
Come on, my man. You the one who got me in the door with you.
I'm joking.
But, I would just say this to end it off so I can let y'all get back to your wonderful broadcast that we exactly where we need to be. You know, it's not just next man up. We got a team with not that many weak links, regardless if they say we don't got a bench and stuff like that. Everybody is contributing. And when you got a team where everybody contributes, you don't really have that many weak links. So you're only as strong as your weakest link. And RJ was our weakest link. And he ain't here no more. So look at the difference.
Hey, proof is in the pudding, baby.
I'm going to end it with that. I wish I had a bomb to drop on your head, man. 100%.
Deuces, homie. Yo, that's
later,
right.
SK. That's shout out my guy SK. Happy New
Year.
SK to
likes
me
more than Hector. SK likes me more than Hector.
Shut up. But to piggyback of what SK was saying and what everybody has been shining and like me and you have been saying this entire show is that when the New York Knicks, when we eventually, and let me know if I'm off base with this, folks in the chat, let me know. I've seen some people talking about this on like TikTok and Instagram and social media platforms. But if the New York Knicks, when we eventually win the championship, Knicks fans, we're gonna burn the fucking city down. I'm saying to New York City, be prepared. Whoever's the mayor, when the New York Knicks, whoever's the governor of New York State, when that happens, when the New York Knicks, when we eventually win a championship, Knicks fans, we are going to burn this bitch the fuck down. This city will be in high alert mode. The National Guard will have to get called into the city because Knicks fans, we're just going to take it over, bro. We're just going to be we have it's been since 72, I
feel like I'm supposed to put like a warning on there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not inciting violence. We are talking in terms of pure joy and happiness.
Burn it down. You see when Knicks fans show up in other people's buildings, we're going to be burning down other cities. There's Knicks fans all over the place. Burn it down. You're gonna see Knicks fans in Germany burning stuff down for no ass reason.
Bro, let's be real. We shut down Fifth Avenue when we freaking won a playoff game. Like it's just not gonna be safe. Okay,
exactly.
People don't realize those underground bunkers are being built because they're scared of Knicks fans, bro.
Phil's camera shut down Fifth Avenue when we were there.
Oh,
all jokes aside, don't burn nothing down. All jokes aside.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just talking shit.
All jokes aside, I
see we got someone backstage, and I see some of those initials, and I'm very familiar with. But yo, Joe, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're ready to come up, my guy. We got Joe in the building. Big Nick Energy.
Big Nick
What
Energy.
up? What up?
Salute, fam. Good, how you been, bro?
I've been watching you guys for the past few weeks. Great show. Envious of what you guys do, honestly. Hector, you reminding everyone to smash the thumbs up is what I suck at when we're doing our live streams. I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to ask for support this whole time?
Right. Yeah,
I just want to hear my terrible takes, and that's it.
Honestly, Joe, it's me disassociating because of my ADHD and me just trying to get back into focus of the conversation. That's really all it is.
That's brilliant, man. That is actually.
Well, you know what? Hold on, guys. This is a perfect segue. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 160 people in the building. If you haven't done it yet, smash the like, hit the subscribe, and share this with your friends. Be like, hey, we got a couple idiots over here that talking Knicks with Joe. Joe, how we feeling, bro?
Take your thumb, jam it against the wall, thumbs up it, thumbs down another podcast. Go find some Brooklyn Nets shit. Thumbs that down and come back here. Yo, guys, 8 in a row. There's no OG for 2 of them. There's no Randle for TBD. There's been no Mitchell Robinson since 1977. And this team just keeps on keeping on. You can't stop them. Can't even hope to contain them. Every single time, dude. Last night, they were like, the Jazz are on a back-to-back. It's the last game of a 6-game road trip. I'm like, 20-point loss. Easy. Do you think you want to be a team going up against the Tom Thibodeau, Villanova boy? We're gonna take your lunch money and pull your pants up over your head and stick your head in the toilet, wedgie Knicks? No shot, man. The Charlotte Hornets we went to Charlotte Hornets, MSG South, the second behind Orlando, and just no shot they wanted that either. LaMelo Ball laughing on the sidelines like, dude, no part of any team that's not serious can take how serious we are.
Yeah,
it's true, bro. You know, and what I love is every time you have those games, they're like, oh, well, this team is missing. Shut up. You can't use that line. We're missing players.
Everyone's missing every game.
Every game, we're missing people. Hello, we're missing an OG and a Julius, and still dog walking teams left and right.
And respectfully, we're still mentioning Mitchell Robinson. We can't forget, we don't have our starting center. Our backup center, Isaiah Hartenstein, is stepping up and having his the best season of his career. Shout out to my guy, DJ Stills, who's in the building. Appreciate you guys. If any of you guys are interested when it comes to like tow trucking videos, make sure you guys go follow my guy DJ Stills. He does amazing work out there. Make sure you guys follow. And also Big Nick Energy, go support Joe, go support our friend Mills Media. They do amazing work over there, especially for the post-game show. Mills Media, I'm a big fan of her. She does amazing work. But Joe, like I was saying before you come up here, and you in the city just like I'm in the city, when we eventually win a championship, this city, we are going to burn this shit down. Knicks fans are not going to know how to handle it or carry themselves. Joe, what's your thoughts on that real quick before we continue the convo? Go ahead.
What was the record? I think they said it on the news somewhere, like how many cars were burned. The Eagles won the Super Bowl in Philly. New York is doubling that. Like however many car burning records there are in Philadelphia, New York is doubling that the second the Knicks win the title. Within a day.
Facts. I'm sorry for all you guys out there. Make sure you guys are you guys have updated car insurance in New York City, especially if you're close to the Canyon of Heroes. If you're downtown, make sure your car insurance is up to date. If you want to extend your warranty, or if you want to get a bigger package, go ahead, because Knicks fans, we are going to destroy whatever cars that it's going to be like. You guys remember the Street Fighter game, and they would have in the middle of it, you would have to beat up the cars. That's what it's going to be with us Knicks fans in New York City.
I mean, guys, where else can you get Knicks content? Where else can you get Knicks content? Power Rangers, Street Fighter, car burning down lessons.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Joe, man, appreciate you locking in.
Guys, last thing, Go
ahead,
talk to us.
Go ahead, bro.
I've said this on my podcast. I've said this a couple times. Just for anyone that doesn't listen to me or listen to BK, OG Anunoby has been my favorite player in the NBA for the past 4 or 5 years, literally since his rookie year in Toronto. I watched him at Indiana. Just I love defense, man. I grew up watching the Knicks in the 90s and early 2000s. Like, the Knicks didn't have that great of an offense. It was all about defensive tenacity. And like, OG Anunoby was like the old school personification of that. Even since he was in college, man, a 7'4", 7'6" wingspan doesn't grow on trees. Not in a 6'8" body, that's for sure. And just when they made that trade, and I know there's a lot of RJ stands, there's a lot of IQ fans and all that stuff, and I was just like, it was the happiest I've felt as a fan of a Knicks, Mets, Jets team in a long-ass time. Just in that one shining moment. And at least 16 games in, whether this ends up being a great trade for both teams, better for one than the other, whether RJ Barrett ends up winning an MVP or Emmanuel quickly makes multiple All-Stars, at least for a month, I feel validated. And that's all I can say.
And not only that, Joe, we can start saying over the last 2 weeks, the trade has definitely been working in our favor. We're getting the brunt of it. But let me ask you, since you brought up OG, bro, and been a big fan of his, has he always had that midi that he was starting to show us here these last 2 games?
No.
Ooh, if he keeps adding that midi, oh my God.
I can never pronounce the guy's name. His name, he goes by S, though. He does NBA podcasts. He's a credential reporter. He covers most of the Raptors. He literally tweeted when the Knicks first got OG, and then after the past 2 weeks, like 2 years ago, 30% from the mid-range. Last year, 39% from the mid-range. This year, 49% from the mid-range. I mean, it's just what's wild is that fans of all players, fans of all teams, fans of all sports, we always like RJ's a great example. Like, he's been in the league 5 years. He's 23 years old, though. Any guy, you don't reach your peak for the NBA specifically. 28 to 31 is peak. Like, when you look at the time most guys win their first title, Michael Jordan, Nikola Jokic last year, a couple other people that aren't Magic, aren't Kobe, aren't Larry Bird, who all had great people in front of them. They all win their first title at 28. That's when you're hitting your peak. OG Anunoby's 26 years old. He's just Savage NYC. OG getting that Kawhi midi. Exactly. And Kawhi didn't start with the Kawhi midi. He got it 6 years into his career, which is just where we're at now.
And also, too, when you look at OG Anunoby, because, when he first came into the league, I think it was 2017 when he was drafted, I was a big fan of OG, especially because I used to play 2K leagues online and stuff. And, that's an easy pick, especially if you're trying to go for a 5 or 10 year franchise. OG was predicted to be a superstar. But when you look at OG and when you look at his path to getting into the NBA, OG's a late bloomer. He didn't start playing basketball until a very late age in his career. I mean, very late stage of his life.
It's not that big of a sport, and he went from Britain to Missouri. I mean, Missouri, it's football plays.
Bingo. Just like Tyrese Halliburton is another late bloomer. Didn't start playing basketball until a very late age as well. So when you look at OG Anunoby, just like you said, Joe, 28 years old, he's right around the corner. He's about to turn 27, if not 27 right now. So he's entering his prime. And when you look at his stats every year, his numbers have gotten better and better and better and better. His efficiency from his mid-range, just everything, his three-point shooting, his free throw shooting, everything just progressively has gotten better. And OG Anunoby, I'm not saying is written in stone, but you could tell he's re-signing with the Knicks this year. He's going to get a massive contract with the Knicks. Not sure what's it going to be, but it's the CAA thing. It's probably already.
Your agent isn't Sam Rose, and you're not leaving this team,
Exactly. Point blank. Right. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think any of us thought, after that trade, that trade wasn't done with them knowing that they were re-signing him. You know what I mean? Like, OG's here. And I will say it for those of you that if you haven't seen the OG commercials, what are you doing? Go look up OG Staple commercials. All right. They're fantastic. So I need him re-signed in New York. I need some brand in New York to have him do the commercials because OG is a legend so far, bro.
Bro, tell me the closest thing we got to. I'm about to step off. Tell me, is that the closest thing we got to Marshawn Lynch? He answers all questions in 10 words or less. He smiles.
Facts.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. I love it.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. Joe,
appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate Big Nick Energy.
Like I said, guys, make sure you guys go follow Big Nick Energy. We're definitely going to be linking up with Joe and with Mills Media in the future to do some work. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Mills Media. Make sure you guys go and check them out. And like Celso said, we're going to be having a 12-hour stream. NBA February trade deadline, 8th, right. February 8th. We're going to start at 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to go to 11 o'clock at night?
11 to 11 straight.
11 to 11 straight. I know I'm going to be on it. Celso's going to be on it. We're lining up some guests,
people coming through.
Different content creators going to be coming through. Just so you guys know, at the end of February, we have an opportunity to get the rest of the fellas to New York City. I'm going to already be out here. Jerry's going to be out here, but we have an opportunity to get Celso and Phil out here, but we need to ask the community. If you guys can donate to us on that live show, we're going to be getting money together so we can get the fellas out here. We're planning on doing a pregame show outside of Madison Square Garden, a watch-along show. We're going to be having giveaways. We're going to be having raffles. You guys know what we do on the stream. We're going to be doing it in person, but we got to raise the money for it. And we're not going to be out here asking different sponsors and affiliates for their affiliates code to put their images on our stuff. That's not us. We would rather be get out there by the fans, so that way you guys could be interactive with us. You guys could be in the videos. You guys could be a part of it, just like you guys are part of the open panel.
Yeah, we want to earn it. And by earning it, that's 12 hours straight, nonstop. How many monsters can I drink? At what time do I start really drinking on screen? Shots for $5 suit. I will, whatever it takes, bro. We're going to do a 12-hour stream. Make it happen. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Next game up.
I'm going to be drinking water.
Back, yeah, of course you will. You drink enough water for the both of us. That's why I drink the Monster. You drink the water, bro. But, man, I guess what? Next game up.
Yeah.
We got the Pacers. And again, playing the Pacers with pieces missing. How we feeling about that game, bro? That's what, tomorrow. We're off today.
Yeah, we off today. We come back tomorrow. Hopefully we get some I'm not sure if the news is out yet. Hopefully we get some news on OG. If we don't have OG, I'm not very confident in that game against Indiana. Our winning streak may come to an end. But if we have OG, I'm pretty confident, even without Randle, the way this team is clicking right now. If Dante is on his game, if of course our guy Jalen Brunson is on his game, and if we have OG back, I'm very confident that our team can play against Indiana and we could do some damage. And again, I'm going to say this. It is Wednesday, January 31st. The New York Knicks, we have 31 wins, baby. We are 31-17. We are third in the Eastern Conference.
8 in a row. 8. And I want to answer Crackle Nuts before we go. Yes, Crackle Nuts. Yes. On that 12-hour stream, there will be giveaways. There's duck races. Yes. I will have the voice ready to go. We will be calling it all.
They are not rigged. They
on the way out, people, rigged. If you haven't yet, smash the like, hit the subscribe, share us out with the world. Help us get to that 4K that we're climbing to. And on that note, bro, I guess really all that's left to say is
make sure you drink some water, say something nice about yourself. Until next time, deuces.